Crystal. I'm the face behind Riley Black Designs, and I wanted to introduce myself to you all and share with you this exciting new journey of a YouTube channel. This all started with me wanting to make onesies for my son JR. I researched it and found out what I needed to do and decided on the Silhouette Cameo vinyl cutting machine. Vinyl is what goes on shirts like this. I found one for a brand new one for $100 on one of those OfferUp Let Go apps. And then I got a heat press from my friend, thanks Kayla. And then before I knew it, I wasn't really making very many onesies, and I was making a bunch of shirts for my friends and family. And that's when Riley Black Designs was born. Since I got into making shirts because I wanted to make them for my son, naturally it only made sense to kind of throw his name in the mix. Riley is his middle name, that's R and JR, and black is my favorite color. I've since commissioned somebody local to make the shirts. She cuts the vinyl, does the pressing, but I still do the designing, at least for now. A new machine has taken over and is now my passion and the thing I love doing the most. After quitting my job and moving to Florida with my family a little over a year ago, I decided to purchase a laser. I wanted something new and exciting to try to take my crafting business to the next level, and it's done just that. It's called a Glowforge, and it's a perfect starter laser, hobby laser as they call it. There's a link in the description, and while you're there, go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, turn on your notifications so that you can get all the up-to-date stuff that we're doing on setting up my new and fancy office. This laser has really taken Riley Black Designs to the next level. I've made some incredibly cool signs, gifts, personalized items for my friends, my family, and you guys. And it's really something that I love doing every day. It definitely hasn't been all roses and fun times. While I have a good time designing and testing and putting it all together, there's been a lot of sleepless nights. My first holiday season was this past season, and as if it wasn't stressful enough, I actually had an issue with my laser and needed a part, and I was down for about a week and a half, which was pretty rough. I ended up, thankfully I had made local laser friends and had a friend's house that I had to go crash at for 7 hours straight. I was there from about 7 p.m. till 2 a.m. Using the heck out of her laser, trying to get caught up on my very immediate orders that I needed to get out of the door. And while we're on the topic of firsts, I did my first show and it went pretty awesome. They're definitely stressful. A lot of prep work and stuff goes into it, but I was then invited to do several more, and I actually had to start turning down shows because I just really did not have the time between orders and all that, and again, the prep that goes into it of making enough materials to have to sell at the shows. But they were great experiences, and I definitely plan to do a few more this year with some practice and experience under my belt. Riley Black Designs is a one-woman show. My husband helps out where he can, mostly anything that involves power tools. I'm not super scared of my laser, but when it comes to power tools, I'm not the greatest, so I leave those up to him. So he helps there, and miscellaneous things here and there, removing masking for me, which you'll understand what that means soon, I'm sure. But yeah, it's really just me from start to finish, painting, gluing, masking, shipping, all that, and I love it. I touched on it briefly, but we're actually working on a new office for me. As you see, Behind me, this is the craziness I got going on. It's definitely some mess and some clutter, but it's also because I don't have the best setup as far as having a place for everything, having a good fluid desktop to be able to paint, glue, assemble, design, all of that. So we're working on a new office. It's complete with a glitter accent wall and tables that my husband handmade and that I did this cool acrylic pour technique on. We're super excited to get that finished and to reveal it. The plans for this channel are really to just highlight and follow some projects that I'm going to be working on and show you the good, the bad, the ugly, when something works amazing, when something doesn't work amazing, when it works on the first try, or when we're on 10 and 15. And if you're lucky, hopefully if one of your orders gets featured and you get to follow along the whole process and you get to see what all I put into it along the way from start to finish. Along with being able to follow along with the process of the featured project, I'll actually include links to all of the items I used, glue, paint, glue bottles. I get a lot of my stuff from Amazon because one, it's easy and fast, but they do just have a ton of options and make it easy to find. So there will be a lot of Amazon links so that you can find what you need if there's something that you see that would work for a project or something around the house that you're working on. So again, if you would like to support me, please go ahead and click on subscribe wherever that is. We'll say it's over here. Give me a thumbs up, and then follow me on Instagram and Facebook. It's at Riley Black Designs on both of them, but we'll put a link in the description as well. And thanks for following along. It's probably going to be a little rough at first. It's taken me a ton of tries at this, but I'm sure I'll get better with practice and just doing it over and over again. Learn, fail, keep going.